I'm gonna try and show you one more here, Graham. I am really. I'm going to show you about centre dealing. Now, centre dealing. Do you know what centre dealing is?
I've got a rough idea.
Okay, I'm going to use the 4 kings for this. I'm going to show you exactly what centre dealing is all about, using the 4 kings. All right. So the kings go on the top of the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, all I have to do is give the cards one cut. They're in the centre of the deck. They really are. I'm going to get into mechanics grip here. I'm going to deal for you and me. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I've done that correctly, these cards down here should be the 4 kings, and they are. But hang on a second, these cards here I've dealt myself happen to be the 4 aces, and that can't be beaten.
No, I can't. That's brilliant.
Is that a miracle?
Yeah, that's a miracle.
Come on, then.
All right.
Oh, God.
Can I do one?
You know, folks, when card cheats cheat in places like Las Vegas or barrooms, backstreet pubs and so on and so forth, they often use things called false deals. And I'm going to show you what that kind of is by using the jacks, 1, 2, 3 and 4, the 4 jacks and 4 kind of indifferent kind of cards, insignificant cards is what I would call them. And I suppose I ought to show you what those cards are if you can remember them. 5 of diamonds, 9 of spades, 8 of clubs and 6 of diamonds. I'll leave those on the jacks. So we've got the insignificant cards and the jacks. So let me show you what we've got here. We've got the 4 jacks, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now those jacks will go on top of those spot cards. Here comes the deal. If I deal like this, tell me if you see the false move. Tell me if you see the false move. Did you see it? Because over here, I've now dealt myself the 4 jacks. I'll do it again. I'll do it slower. Slower. Did you see that move? Did you see that deal? They are false deals, by the way, and hopefully after years of practice I do them pretty well. So over here we've got the 4 jacks again. Should I do it one more time? Okay. Jacks on top of the spot cards. That's very clear, that's very fair. Here come, there, did you see that move? That's the false deal, folks, that's the false deal. Because over here I've now got the 4 jacks again. Right, well, let's change procedure here. Let's do something slightly different this time. I'll place the jacks down here. Now, a bottom deal, by the way, is when you take a card off the bottom. Let's do this for you. Do you see that? Comes off the bottom. You can barely see that move, which means over here I've got the 4 jacks, and I really have got the 4 jacks there. Which means over here I've got the 4 spot cards. Well, I have got 4 spot cards, but did you see the switch? Because I switched those for the aces. You know, well, second best. Yes. All right.
Keep filming.
Keep filming. Have you ever wondered how the card cheats actually cheat in places like Las Vegas? Have you ever wondered what they do, technically speaking?
I can't imagine what they do, which is undetectable.
Well, I tell you what the main thing is it's called card counting and estimation. Okay. Now I'm shuffling the heck out of these cards, but I'm going to show you. Card counting, by the way, is not counting cards like that. That's not card counting. Card counting is when you can cut some cards from the deck and you know exactly how many you've got. And it's called estimation as well. So it's card counting and estimation. Right. Can I show you?
Yes, please.
And would you help me?
I to help you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Now I'm going to cut from the deck. What I think is that's not it. Yeah, 10 cards. 10 That's cards. 10 cards. Now,
I want to see what 10 cards looks like.
Well, I want you to emulate that.
Yeah, you want me to...
Very good word, isn't it?
Emulate.
Emulate.
Yeah.
So, from the deck, can you cut 10 cards and place them there for me?
10?
What you've got to guess, really.
Yeah, estimation.
Estimation.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, 10.
Oh, very nice bit of acting there.
Yeah.
So, you think that's 10 cards?
I think it's
right. I think it's probably about 12 or 13 myself.
Okay.
Now, do you want a second try?
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay. A second try, cut 10 cards and place them there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
I got about the same again.
Okay, I think it's the same again. So I think maybe you're cutting too deep. If that was 10 cards, that'd be 20. That would leave 32 here, wouldn't it? Okay. Yeah. So should we try again? All right. So 10 cards again. 10 cards.
A little bit less.
A little bit less this time. Place them down there. So I think you're cutting a bit heavy. Now I'm going to shuffle the cards as well here. I think you're cutting a little bit too deep. But you've got one last try.
Okay.
10 cards. 10 cards.
Well, that's a bit thick, I think, a bit heavy.
Okay, that's all right. Now if that was 10 cards, that would be 40.
Yes.
Would leave 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 cards left, so you've gone somewhere pear-shaped here.
Not too good.
But in actual fact, what you've done is, if you could do that in a casino, I've been told you could probably earn about $1 million from doing what you've just done from a shuffled deck. You cut any way you wanted to. because you cut here to the Queen of Diamonds, you cut here to the Queen of Hearts, here to the Queen of Clubs, and you cut here to the Queen of Spades. That's extraordinary.
Yes.
But in true Paul Gordon fashion, I would like
you've
to
got a
go.
kicker, have you?
I've got a stage further. Because if you could cut to the 4 queens,
Paul
wouldn't it be
Gordon.
nice to cut here to the 4 kings of the suits to match those particular 4 queens?
Classic.
Wow.
Classic Gordon.
Classic Gordon.
Thank you.
Incredible.
Oh, good man. Lovely. Lovely.
Hello folks, it's Paul Gordon here, and a quick question: do you have a lucky number? Not many people do have a lucky number anymore. It was something that used to kind of happen in the old days when people believed in lucky numbers. But in my life, the number 16 crops up quite a lot, and I'll show you why that's important in a minute, number 16. But before we do that, I would like to have 3 cards chosen. Now, I don't have 3 spectators here, so please believe me, everything here is absolutely above board. But that card there maybe, that one there, and let's say that one there. 3 cards chosen from the deck. That's a 9, an ace and a 5. A 9, an ace and a 5. Suits don't matter. Now, the reason suits don't matter is because I'm going to use those digits to total up to my number 16. Let me show you what that means. So that's a 9. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm going to mark the deal with a 9 of clubs right there. Now that leaves 2 cards here, the ace and the 5. Which one do you want to use next, the ace or the 5? Ace, well that's 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'll mark the deal with the ace of clubs. Remember, these are free choices. 1 card to go, the 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There we have it. So those cards were totally free choices, and they really were free choices, and they are separated throughout the deck. Now they're separated next door to this card. The 5 of diamonds is next door to that card. The ace of clubs is next door to that card. The 9 of clubs is right next door to that card there. Now these are totally random positions because it would totally depend on the cards that you chose. But what's amazing is something here. If I add the digits of 5 plus 1 plus 9, I get 15. 9 plus 1 is 10 plus 5 is 15. Why is that important? Well, watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's the 15th card right there. Where's this all leading? Well, the 15th card happens to be the Jack of Spades. Is that important? Probably not. This card here happens to be the Ace of Spades. Is that important? Probably not. But these cards here are the King of Spades, the 10 of Spades, and the Queen of Spades. That's a royal flush, and that can't be beaten.
Yes, I can say when I was a young boy, I went to a magic shop and the guy showed me the famous 4-card trick. He showed me 1, 2, 3, 4 playing cards. And he said, I've got a Queen of Spades there, we've got a Queen of Spades there, we've got a Queen of Spades there, and we've got a Queen of Spades right there. I said, I don't want 4 Queen of Spades. He said, well, if you do that, you can turn one to the Ace of Spades. He said, if you take that Queen of Spades, you can turn that one into an Ace of Spades. He said, if you take that Queen of Spades, you can turn that one into an Ace of Spades. And if you take the last one, you can turn that into an Ace of Spades as well. So you've got 4 Aces of Spades. I don't want 4 Aces of Spades. I said, I want 4 different aces. He said, well, that's fine. You've got the Ace of Spades, Ace of Diamonds, Ace of Hearts, and Ace of Clubs. That's a miracle. There we are. Thank you. So
Hello folks, it's Paul Gordon here, and I want to tell you that I think Simon Aronson's prior commitment routine is a startler. When it first came out in 2001, I wanted to be able to do the same kind of a routine, but with a borrowed deck, which you can't do in the original, and a shuffled deck, a genuinely shuffled deck by the Spectator, which you can't do in the original. So I worked out the following, which took some working out, I can tell you. I worked out the following, and it appeared in Gold Dust Finale in 2013, and Simon himself liked my ideas. Well, since then I've actually improved my ideas and streamlined the whole thing. So remember, it's from a borrowed shuffled deck, which you just cannot do in the original. These cards are genuinely shuffled, and I guess I can't prove that to you, but they are being genuinely shuffled. And once they are shuffled by the Spectator, I'm going to look for 2 assistants. Yeah, 2 assistants I need from the cards. They're going to help me in a minute. Yeah, I've got them. I'm going to use the 7 of Clubs and the 7 of Spades. These 2 cards will help me. And talking of assistants, I could actually do with a couple of assistants here in person to help me. We don't have those, so we're just going to have to make believe as I go through this whole thing. So, the first person to my right, I'd like you to cut some cards off and look at the card that you cut to. We'll show the screen there. The second spectator cuts some cards off, and you remember the card that you cut to. We'll put that on the screen as well. So 2 cards have been freely chosen, and it is a free choice as well. And don't forget, by the way, I've got my 2 assistants in the deck. The 7 of clubs and the 7 of spades. They are my 2 assistants. So, and if they're going to assist, they should assist in doing something. They're going to assist by telling me something about the position of the cards. 2 selections that the 2 spectators made, yeah, they've done it. They've told me that they made those 2 predictions earlier, and those 2 predictions are down here, and they've been there from the very start, and they are 15 and 42. What does that mean? Well, it means this. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, and 42. That means that the 15th card and the 42nd card in the deck, the predictions were out way beforehand. They are the 2 selections. I'm sure you will remember from your school days that oil and water don't mix. It was taught in chemistry. You put oil and water together and they separate. It's the same with the playing cards, same with blacks and reds. They just don't mix. And I can prove it to you by using 4 black spot cards here, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 4 red spot cards here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 reds and 4 blacks. Now I'm going to mix them alternating in colour. So black and red, black and red. So over here we've got red, black, red and black. But I'm a magician, you see. They don't mix because these cards are all red. And if these are all reds, these must be blacks. Well, they are, but they're the best blacks you can get in a game of poker are raw flush in spades. When I was a young boy, now this is a true story, when I was a young boy, I read in the magic book, you need a whole bunch of jokers to be able to do this trick. And I've got 5 jokers here. So I went into the magic shop up in Harrods, in those days, used to be a magic man. And I went in there and I said, have you got 5 jokers? He said, sure. And he showed me 5 jokers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jokers. Now when I checked them out, on the other side, they were jokers on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jokers. So there's a joker here, there was a joker there, there's a joker here, a joker there, a joker here, a joker there, jokers at both sides of the cards. But I thought, I don't want this. What I want is a blue back. If I do this, I got myself a blue back. In actual fact, when I checked all the cards out, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue backs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But when I read the book again, it said you don't want blue backs, you want red backs. And I thought, well, that's just as well, because these cards here are all red backs. And that's a miracle. There we are. I'd like to show you an unusual 4 ace trick. When I say unusual, I mean unusual. Obviously using the 4 aces, and that is the ace of diamonds, the ace of clubs, the heart and spades. I'm going to leave the spade right here and the club, heart and diamond up here. Now on the ace of spades I'm going to place 3 cards, and it is the ace of spades. So 1, 2, 3 cards on the ace of spades. I also need a couple of spot cards from the deck, and I'll use these 2, these 2 here. So, watch closely. 2 spot cards, so I'm going to take this ace, place it amongst them, and it will vanish. It will vanish, and it has vanished. Look, no ace there at all. I'll do it again. I'll take this ace, it goes in, it really will vanish. Watch closely. That ace will vanish, and it has gone. It's gone. I'll do it again with this ace. I'll place it into the packet, and it will vanish. Watch closely. It will vanish, and it has gone. Where's it gone? Well, no guesses for working out. Actually, over here, I've now got 4 aces: ace of spades, hearts, diamonds, and clubs. Would you like to see it again? I'll do it again for you, but I'm going to change procedures on you. Okay? So, watch closely. I'm going to place the aces down here, and a little bluff there for you, because these really are spot cards. Watch closely. I'm going to make the aces vanish, and they will vanish. Well, they won't vanish. They're going to change. They're going to change into my favourite cards, the 4 kings. So now we can do a 4 king trick. You know, folks, when I do my magic shows, I'm often asked by people, could I cheat at cards, like poker? Well, I could, but I wouldn't, for two reasons. Firstly, it's the wrong thing to do, and secondly, you end up with a broken nose, or maybe even worse. But I do then show people how it is done as a demonstration, and I'm going to show you too. And I need four black spot cards. These are kind of uninteresting cards here. 4 black spot cards and the 4 kings as a demonstration of a good hand. So bad hand, good hand, really is what I'm saying here. So the spot cards over here represent kind of a bad hand, an indifferent hand, and over here the 4 kings represent a good hand, 4 kings. Now I'm going to show you an open switch just to get the ball rolling here. So I'm going to take out a spot card, switch in a king, and switching the spot card back into these kings. So I've now got 3 kings and a spot card. I'll leave them in full view. And over here, I've now got 3 spot cards and 1 king, and there it is. Now, I'm now going to do it secretly, so you can't see a thing. If you do see me do it, you must say. So I'm going to switch another king from here to here. Did you see it? Well, I've done it because I've now got 2 spot cards and 2 kings. Now I'm going to do it again, but this time I'm going to switch in the last 2 kings from here to here. There's 1, there's 2. So now over here I've got all 4 kings. So that was pretty invisible. I don't think you caught me do that. Now the other thing is that if somebody does kind of not catch you, but they think you're doing something wrong, you've got to switch them back again. And I've just done it. You probably didn't see it, but now over here I've got the spot cards back over here. If I've done that, that means I've got the kings over here. Well, I've actually done another switch. You probably didn't see that one either, because over here I've now got the 4 aces, and that can't be beaten. Now you've chosen the card from the pack, that's fine. Now before I try and locate it, I'm going to show you one of the world's fastest 4 ace tricks ever. I'll do it for you right now. Using the ace of hearts, obviously the club, the spade and the diamond, just the 4 aces. Now they have a pecking order importance. Now the leader ace is the ace of spades, is the big bullet, is the one right there. I'll leave it on the table. It has a mate, is the other black one, which is the ace of clubs, which I'll place on top. What's on top at the moment, club or spade? Club? Okay, if I could switch them and get spade there, club there, would you be impressed? If I could switch them back, would you be more impressed? You wouldn't, would you? In actual fact, I have switched them, but not from there, but to here. I've now got the club and spade in my hand, which means on the table, I've got the heart and diamond. I'll do it again for you, but I'll change the procedure. So this time, look, I've got the ace of spades, which goes on the table, and the club will go on the deck. Watch very closely, spade here, club there. If I do that, over here I've got the spade on the deck, and down here I've got the club. Well, I haven't actually. Over here I've got your card, the jack of spades.